12 signs a woman is falling in love with you. It's one thing to realize a girl likes you, but it's a completely different thing to know if a girl is falling in love with you. It's not too hard to recognize signs that a woman is interested, but being able to know if a woman is falling in love with you or not can be a bit harder. This is because it's much more rare for a woman to fall in love, and the signs could be even more subtle and complex. No matter how confusing it might be, understanding how a woman feels as your connection starts to deepen with her is important for a good and healthy relationship. In this video, we will be going over the most prominent signs of love, and how you can spot them. Breaking down the 3 stages of love. Obviously, this will be a bit different for each person, but if we break it down into phases, this will help us understand the beginning stages of love and how it evolves. The first phase is called lust, which is the phase where neither one of you even care to leave the bedroom. The second phase is called attraction, when the two of you are always thinking about each other. The final stage is attachment, which I'm sure most people are familiar with if you've ever been in a serious relationship. This is the part where you get past all the anxiety and move into a more settled form of love where the two of you are completely comfortable around each other. Here are 12 ways to tell if a girl is falling in love with you. Number 1. She cuts off other guys. In today's day and age of the internet, with Tinder, and things of that nature, it's not uncommon for people to date several people at once. People have it pretty easy to play the field and find out what's out there. But a woman will only cut off the other guys she's talking to when she starts to feel like she has a great connection and sees potential in a certain guy. If you find out she's not talking to any other guys after a couple dates, you can be sure she's pretty interested in you and taking you more seriously. Number 2. She starts making plans for the both of you. When a woman starts making plans for the both of you, they can be big plans or small plans. Smaller plans include things like dates or maybe a weekend away for the two of you. Larger plans include things like inviting you to her families for Thanksgiving, or a full vacation. When a woman is making plans for both of you, it's a very strong signal that she might be falling in love with you. If she's making plans that are months away, it's an even bigger sign, because she doesn't see you two breaking up anytime soon. Number 3. She gives you meaningful gifts. You can tell a lot about how a woman feels about you if they give you a meaningful gift. Women give thoughtful gifts to people they really care about in order to show how much they care, and they want you to know how they feel about you. This doesn't have to be something expensive, obviously. But it will be a gift that shows how much she knows you, and how much she understands who you are as a person. Maybe you mention a pair of shoes you really want to get, and boom, a few days later she surprises you with them and even got the right size. When a woman does this, it's usually because they are trying to show how much you mean to them, and you can take it as a pretty good sign that she's falling in love with you. Number 4. She likes your faults and quirks. Most people have some type of faults and quirks that can make a bad impression on people. But when someone is in love, they might feel the complete opposite about those things. It can transform them from something that most people find irritating into something that they love about you. This might actually be one of the clearest signs of a woman being in love. Number 5. She talks about you two as a couple. If a girl is starting to fall in love with you, you'll notice how she starts to say "we" a lot when she's talking about you. When women do this, it means she's starting to consider you two as a couple, and it's probably because she's in love. You're no longer just some guy that she's dating, even if the two of you are exclusive. Number 6. She tells you she loves you. This is a pretty obvious one, but sometimes it can be easy to hear a girl say that she loves you and still doubt that she's actually in love with you. But when a woman finally chooses to say this for the first time, it's probably because she means it. Unless she says it very early on, and maybe she's trying to manipulate you in order to achieve some alternative motive. But usually people in general don't say such things like "I love you," if there isn't truth to it. At the very least, she most likely feels some very strong emotions for you. So listen for these words and realize the significance of them when they come up. Number 7. She's always there for you. A woman who is in love with you will always be there when you need her. She helps you get through your problems, and makes time for you. Number 8. Her friends start to become your friends. When a girl is in love with you, her friends are probably the first people in her life to know that. If they do know that she's in love with you, they'll probably make an effort to add you as a friend on their social networking sites, hang out together with you, and want to get to know you better. Number 9. She supports you and your passions. The difference between a woman who likes you and one who actually is in love with you is she will be the biggest supporter of your interest and passions, even if it's something she used to never care anything about. If she's making time to support you and cheer you on, it's because she wants you to be happy and she wants to see you succeed in what you love. Only someone who's in love will behave so selflessly like this. Number 10. She opens up to you. Most women tend to hold back when it comes to sharing intimate details about their life with men. When a woman starts to open up to you about things they normally wouldn't tell other people, it's because she trusts you, and is probably starting to fall in love with you. Number 11. She teases you. If she likes to play around and act a little childish when you're around, it's a very big sign that she has some strong feelings for you. This is something that most people in general can't help when they're around someone they really like. People like to play around and flirt with that person because that person raises their own energy when they're around and makes them excited. Number 12. She doesn't try to change you. When a woman loves a man, they will accept just about every part of them for who they are. This doesn't include just all of the good things, but also the bad or annoying things as well. Obviously, this doesn't include cheating or terrible things of that nature. What I'm talking about here is things that have to do with your personality and/or morals. What to do when you think she's in love with you. Once you start to realize that a woman is in love with you, you should act on the knowledge. Maybe you tell her you feel the same way and you go celebrate for the night. But if you notice her feelings are much more serious than the ones you have for her, you should have a conversation with her about it and make sure she understands that. This can be incredibly hard to do and be honest about, but it's something that must be done. There's no reason to keep leading someone on any longer after you realize she has much stronger feelings for you. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video or you think it helped.